I wanted to do a quick video because I was on a couple of webinars over the weekend and said a few things, and I thought, I'm going to do one for the channel. Anybody can use it if they can, because I think a lot of people will relate to what I'm saying. I've said this before, but I want to go over it again. As you can see, the thumbnail says why I'm passive and why Mr. Mufara. And I'm going to give you a real quick reason. 2004, I wound up on disability. I'm not going to get into why. Sleep apnea caused a big lung problem. But anyway, so now I found myself, I got to live off of 40% less than I used to make. I made okay money, but for kids, teenagers or almost teenager, it's not cheap. So I get online. I'm going to do the business online, anywhere from MLM, email marketing, drop ship, use ship, didn't matter. I did it all. And what happened was, in the beginning, I would get in, find a business that I felt something like, oh, I think this will be cool. Get in. Usually there's a kit you buy anywhere from $100 to $500. So I paid for the kit, $250, let's say, and they tell you build a list. So I build a list. Who do I ask? Go after your friends, family, people you know. What do I do when I ask them? Well, give them this link, and here's what, and they would give you a script, which really sounds unique, right? It sounds personable. I'm reading a script, but I'm not even sure I agree with what I'm saying. But anyway, I did it, and then I realized, wait a minute, I brought in some of my family, my friends. I don't think they're going to do this. I told them, hey, you can build, let's build together. You do this. I don't want to do that. Okay, hold on. So I was building for everybody I brought in, or at least trying to. And I couldn't even do it for myself. So now I've got a job that pays zero. Not only pays zero, I'm paying to be in it. Didn't know that at first. And I thought, okay, I could deal with that. There's a learning curve, and when I get it, I'll make money. This went on. The first one, either the company failed or people started dropping off. And what happens is month two, you have a auto ship. And now I'm starting to realize as time goes on, months and months, and then turns into years, there's tools you need to be able to work online, to be able to even, just like any other business. You want to be a surgeon, you want to be a carpenter, you want to be a farmer, you need tools to help you move forward. So, okay, I get it. Now, this is my little personal journey. So I get in, I'm learning little things. I need this, I need that. Now remember, I'm broke. So I don't have a big budget. And the big one was traffic. How do I get traffic? Fourth or fifth, third or fourth business, my family doesn't want to have anything to do with me. I'm not going to them. They won't even invite me to a picnic at this point, right? So, but I still looking at the system, the MLM, and I'm going, I get it. That would work. What's missing? So anyway, traffic exchanges I've done, which is somehow to get traffic. But what it really is everybody sits around this big fishing, this bowl of fish, and we're all fishing in the same pond. I'm trying to get you to grab my fish, and you're trying to get me to grab yours. It's like insanity. So I thought, I know, I'll buy a traffic exchange cheap. I bought the script at eBay, and I had some lady do graphics. It was really cheap. And I hosted it for like $10 a month. Really. I had to raise it because I was getting people into it, which is cool. But what advantage did I have other than I could leave a banner at the top of the business I'm promoting all the time. It didn't move all the time. Okay. Didn't do anything, turned into another job. So I just keep giving myself more and more jobs. It wasn't funny at the time, but anyway, another month goes by, another month, 6 months. I'm going, okay, I got a year goes by, 2 years. Oh, we'll do solo ads. So I do solo ads, $200, 200 guaranteed hits. That means 200 people are going to click on that link. They guarantee it. Sometimes I think they got a chimpanzee going, click, and they give them a banana because most of the time nobody signed up. Now, once oh, you're in the wrong solo ad. There's better ones. There's top-notch ones where the big boys go. I fell for that too. So I went in, paid more money. I started getting a couple of people signing up. I'm done. I got it. I found the secret sauce. Well, reality is they signed up, but they didn't buy anything. It's a joke. Then once in a while, as I kept going, because I mastered leveraging, so I would go, at one point I had 50 Twitter accounts, and I had a way of auto tweeting. So I'm putting stuff out there like clockwork. It's like a windmill. I'm throwing so much crap on the wall, something's got to stick. But how efficient is that? And then even if I did start to build teams, which I did, how am I going to duplicate that? Marty, you're building a team, help me. Okay, here's what I want you to do. And I explained to them what I did, and they're going, I'm not doing that. I don't even know what you're talking about. You sound like you're insane. You're right, because even when I'm telling them, I'm going, nobody's going to freaking do this. Anyway, so that went on and on and on and on for years. And I was too dumb to quit. I don't want to say that, but I just knew the concept would work. But why are they making it so difficult? And I'm looking at these gurus, the 1%, 2%, and they're doing very, very well, but it's kind of a clique. So at that point, as years went in, I would go meet them. Somehow I would be chatting with them. I learned enough where they would even listen to me, even took the time. You know, I'm a number, but I'm a high number, I guess. And I'm listening to them talk and all this, and I'm going. And I realized in a lot of the cases, they get the big names, they look good, they dress nice. They would get in a business with a buddy they know from another business, and they had a following, a very dedicated following, because the guy or the woman is kind of a nice person. And you build that following, you just keep working on the following, and you move from one to another to another to another every 6 months or a year. And people follow. That's not me. I can't do that. I don't want to do that. So 10 years ago, I was in a meeting arguing with somebody, the guy that was running it. Nice guy, but there was this little dark cloud feeling all the time. Like once you master what it is they want you to do, everybody else just becomes a number. It tore me up. I'm starting to look at it like this isn't what I thought. I was naive. So I get a hold of Mike, gets a hold of me. What are you doing? Hey, I like what you said. So we team up, and we're doing stuff. We did different businesses. Then we got to the point I said, wait a minute, I got to find out how to drive traffic. It's possible. People are doing it. I gotta learn how to market, actually drive my own traffic, new people daily. But I'm broke. So Mike's friend is Dan Straight. Dan wasn't rich, but he had more money than me and Mike. Okay. But he wanted to be involved. And he's a very good writer. And he's the most level-headed of all three of us. I'm a maniac. Mike's a pit bull, and he's normal. But anyway, Dan gave me his credit card after about a couple of weeks because we built a trust. You know that from here. This is part of the reason why I'm in non-passive, part of the reason why on Misty Mufara. That's part of it. Just I'm going to get to that. So I get into Facebook, and I mean get into it. I look online, marketing online. I met a guy. I watched him. He was doing stuff. I go, and I would ask questions. I am not worried about being the dumb guy in the room. You're going to stay the dumb guy in the room if you don't ask questions. I wasn't worried about not being able to figure it out, but I need to know where am I going. It's like, oh, figure it out. You can't figure out what you don't know, you don't know. So I asked him, what ads? What are you doing? What's it called? Facebook lead ads. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. So at that point, I go to Google, Zoom, and Google and YouTube, and I'm reading about it. Well, I punch it in Facebook, and I'm going, whoa. Actually, you go in, you put it, you make an ad, you put a image, and then you make the ad, and then you target where you want it to go, and you can target it by people that follow this certain big name, people that follow Elon Musk. Back then he wasn't there, but like that, or people that live in a certain country, people that are 18 to 23, men only, men and women, certain countries, certain times. No joke. Now I can do this because I know what I need to do. Now here's the thing. So you're in a company and you know how to start driving traffic. So I start this little maneuver, and it's costing $4 or $5 a lead. And when I say a lead, somebody actually clicked and signed in. They're not, I'm not going to tell you they're buying. I can't guarantee that, but they are signing in. Big deal. The problem is I don't have a budget like that. So I need to get that cost down. And how you do that, you do A/B testing and then narrow it down. Why? How? You go, okay, I did this ad for a month. I got people coming in, but it's like dripping. It's not a waterfall. Maybe it's the image. That's exactly how you go. Maybe it is. So I get another image and put it in. It picks up a little bit. Oh. And then I'm looking at the ad, and I got to make it look more exciting. So I changed the ad to be more exciting. Then you have to wait 24 hours every time you make an adjustment. Then it comes back whether it was accepted or not. Too exciting, Facebook says no, denied. It goes against our rules and regulations. I don't know what I said. I don't even know what word it is that they don't like. So I have to take the words out that I did. I had the words that I always kept a copy, went back and put the words back in. I said, I got to do something though. So I would change it around a little bit more. I would put some statistics in. Most people at retirement have this much money. It doesn't need to be you or something. And the main thing I want to tell you, you don't fall in love with an ad. You fall in love with results. In the first instance, I really liked it. It doesn't matter what I like. It matters what everyone likes or majority likes. Depends on what country. Some countries, I'm running an ad about something they hate. You got to know all that. That's what I'm saying. And I'm running ads to countries where women never click on an ad. Now I'm talking 10 years ago as I'm working up to what I have. Anyway, this went on and on and on, and we got an app. Finally, we were able, no joke, after I'm going to make a long story short, able to run and get down sometimes down to 35 cents a lead. And we're cranking people in. The problem was, I'm going to tell you, during all of this, and it's a moving target. Imagine playing darts and your board's moving because you don't know who on Facebook's going to look at your ad and go, you can't have that. I'm not kidding. I've done it at night, it passes in morning, take the same ad, put it in, and it fails. Really. Go figure. Anyway, so you get this ad, it takes you 11 weeks to get it fine-tuned. Now, the reason it's taken me so long, we don't have the budget. Otherwise, I'd run a bunch of $5 ads, A, and I would narrow it down in 1/10 the time. It was hard, but it made me learn. I learned more by it being harder. Ask Mufara. Keep all this together. The harder it was, the more I learned. Anyway, so I would just get cranking. I go back to Mike and Dan. I said, guys, we're killing it. They're even going, well, people are coming in. This is made the company falls. They're gone. I just spent 11 weeks, Dan's money, me, Mike, myself, Mike, and Dan's time, a bunch of autoresponder, everything, and this freaking company's gone. I trusted in them. Should I quit? Probably. But I'm glad I didn't. Look where I am now. And this went on over and over and over. Minnow's trying to call. Anyway, so this, we had one where we brought in 10, 20,000 people. No joke. Once you get the system and you do it long enough, you couldn't duplicate it. So when I got to the point, the end of 2018, I said, I hate the system. Yeah, it works. Because you know what happened? When we got to where we could drive traffic, how do we bring anybody with us? And Mike's telling me, you can't. No, I'll share it with some people what I'm doing. He goes, they won't do it. No, Mike, they might. Freaking idiot, right? So we had a handful of people were showing them, and they tried. Some I showed, no joke. I'm not doing that. I don't even know what you're talking about. Might as well have been speaking Japanese. They had no idea what I was even explaining. In fact, I told the one guy, the marketing plan that we have, I'm going to tell you what it looks like. I want you to go up 1,000 feet in the Los Angeles freeway. If you ever looked at it, twists and turns and bypasses and off ramps and all that. That's our marketing plan. It's chaos. Not if you know where everybody's going. I learned that some people wouldn't click the button. They would only leave a comment. So I had to get an app that answered the comment. You know what the answer to the comment was? Well, all you got to do is go here. They click and they go there. The same place they would have went if they clicked the button. But they made the decision. They told me. But that's how it went. That's how it went all the time. So I'm putting gadgets and I found an app that will respond to a question or a comment on the ad itself. I want more info. And it would send it. What is this about? It would send it. But I had to go in and feed all of the all of the words that could be asked with commas after it. I had to feed machine learning, okay? Old style. That's why I understand a little bit what's going on. So 24/7, they're answering comments, and we're getting people joining from the button, from the comments, from the 5th autoresponder, the 9th autoresponder, the 20th autoresponder. We're flying high. Company falls. This went on many, many times. But what the straw that broke the camel's back was, not only did we get ripped off for a year, yeah, we could make money. There was days that a lot of money was going back and forth. No doubt about it. But the day that you have to become a guru that I saw, they're going to fight me on it. I don't care. Is the day that you say, you matter, me, and everybody else is a number. And if they do well enough, you'll give them a name. That sucks. I wouldn't do that. Had a guy told me it does very well. Marty, you could be a millionaire, but you care too much about people. I said, well, if that's the freaking case, I'll stay broke. Hey, I'm just visiting here. I got to answer to somebody else. I got to answer to a higher power. I'm not going to use people. This doesn't have to be this way. Something could be different. Pie in the sky. I'm like this. Nobody, how? Somebody would have to actually change it to get all the tools that took me 20 years, 15 years of tools, of learning, of how to market, how to get targeted traffic, how to do autoresponder, this is, and then when a guru tells you, I'll sell you my package of exactly what I did, he's selling you something that doesn't work anymore. Why would he sell it if it did? When most of these guys don't care about nothing but numbers. And women. I'm just telling you from my experience. So why am I in on passive? The beginning of 2019, talking with Mike and Dan, I said, look, the only thing we could do on a very small scale, because we're broke, is we could get a script, sell digital products, bring people in, and share the revenue with anybody that comes in, and they share it. I don't care what it is. Because we'll get more people if we can share a little bit. But share what comes in. But we're still going to have to get, how do we get the traffic part? I was thinking we could use, if we get a lot of money, I could build a big traffic thing, have thousands of people from, right, come in, and then they could purchase the traffic for their own business, which has been, But then I thought, I'm not doing that. January comes along, I go online, I go on Facebook, I see Peter Rogers, who I was in a business with previously, him and Red. So, Peter, what are you doing? I'm passive. You know that story. But here's what I want to tell you. This is to sum it up the best I can. Ashi Mufara made a toolkit. It's called Success Toolkit. It's not for sale anywhere else on the planet. It's not even offered. In this kit, if you decide to come in, especially as we did as founders, he's going to give the kit to you, and or actually give it to us because we paid $90.70 and he put it on the product amount, which is insane. But that's who Mr. Mufara is. All these jackasses saying he's taking money. He sucks at taking money. I paid $143 in 6 years. Watched it, have my own video conferencing, the best in the world, for a year, over a year. What does that come down? Pennies a month? Come on. But anyway, he gave me this kit to Marty Tagoma. Here is a success kit. Open it. I go into drawers. There's targeted traffic. There's web pages, many. There's products that are in high demand. not a widget, not a left-handed monkey wrench, high demand, state of the art, AI traffic, AI targeted traffic. This is the toolkit I have. You hear about you need to have more than one stream of income. He gives us a pipe shop with every faucet you can imagine. Every one of them are streaming. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm in on passive. Why am I following Mr. Mufara? I listened to what he said, then I seen what he's done, and then I got to know who he is. And there is no one, no matter what jackass or somebody that thinks they know him, all the crap that he's going through now, we don't even know, is doing it for us. Because I'm going to give you a really easy thing to think about. He could have built this whole thing, scaled it for him, in my opinion, hired a few people to make all the products like he's doing, like he did, and be the richest man in the world. He's got the brains, he's got the know-how, he's obviously got an awesome family, his wife, his kids, they're all together. But no. He said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the weight of 1 million people on my back while I'm getting darts thrown at me, while people are throwing shit at me that don't even know me. And I'm going to march ahead, do it or die. That's why I'm in Bomb Passive. That's why I'm with Mr. Ash Mufara. It's that simple. No more, no less. That's why. And when you see he's excited, oh, how do you do this every day? It's not a chore. When you've been looking for something all your life, look, I've been looking for passive back when I was 27, 28 doing Amway. Because in my brain, I thought, there's got to be something. There is. But Marty can't have it until 2019. And the rest of the world, who's getting it now? And who's going to really see it? With all the crap that happened, everything happening now, we don't know the details. We will. All the smoke and the fire and all that crap. Who walks out of the smoke? Who's walking out of the fire? Could have ran on the other side. We wouldn't have known. He comes out and says, I'm here. Bad things happen. I'm steering this ship again. And we're going to go to the right place. Bad things happen to good people, he said. Bad things happen to good people. I'm with him until the end. That's why I'm in on passive. That's why I'm with Mr. Mufara. And another thing that really, on the cherry on top, what I loved about the job I had before I wound up on disability was I traveled the world and met people. And I love being around people around the world, especially good-hearted people. But to be in a company that was drawn together from here, not eyesight, from here, is priceless. If I don't make a dime, if I don't make a diamond on passive, which I know we're going to make a lot of dimes, I wouldn't do anything different. I have friends and family, mainly family, all around the world. Brothers from another mother, sisters from another mister, all over the world. It's priceless. I'm going to a trivia game right now with people from all around the world. And you know what it's like being around people that believe the glass is full and that everything is good until proven to be bad? You have to prove bad, that everybody here is from the heart. And think about the genius of Mr. Mufara. What would happen if we gave the opportunity and rake some of the wealth of the world over into good-hearted people? What do you think might happen? It's going to be a fun ride. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Yeah, we'll be back on. I just wanted to do this, and I felt compelled to do it. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Love all of you. If you don't know that by now, I don't know what I could do. Mr. Mufara, your wife and little boys, your family, I love you. You know that. And thank you for doing what you do. Bye, everybody.